The space epic Ender's Game rocketed to #1 at the weekend box office.
Tell you, he's the one.
Deploy all drones.
They're swarming. They see us.
Open fire!
Sci-fi Saga is based on a book by the same name. It took in $28 million in its opening weekend.
You getting tired?
Yeah. You shouldn't drink so much.
Bad Grandpa spoofs its way to second place. The latest installment of the Jackass franchise brought in $20.5 million.
So we're going to have a bachelor party in Vegas. I can't smoke, drink, eat salt, or stay out past 9, but...
All right, I love it.
And Las Vegas came in at third place. As far as the plot goes, it's The Hangover meets Grumpy Old Men. The flick took in $16.5 million. From twitchfilm.com, Jason Gorber joins us as always. Jason, Las Vegas, some pretty big names. Did you like it?
No. The Hangover meets Grumpy Old Men. I kind of like that. You should do that.
That wasn't me. That was Taria. Okay?
Yeah, well,
in the newsroom.
God bless her. God bless her.
That.
Here's the deal. You have 4 of the most impressive actors that have ever worked. I mean, Kevin Kline's been in some amazing stuff, but the other 3 have done absolutely remarkable work. And they're terrible in this movie. Look, there are people that will like this movie, and you know, I don't want to make you feel bad about liking this film, but it is so middle of the road, so heavy-handed. The jokes are pretty terrible, and really, what it doesn't do for me, I mean, I didn't really love the Hangover films, but this film is a pretty terrible Vegas film. I mean, at least if you're doing the debauchery of Vegas, at least get that right. And it doesn't even do well with that. The jokes are so telegraphed. Yeah, it's the whole thing's a mess and completely not worth your while. Yet people still want to go, so it still makes money.
But they sign up for this, these kind of roles. It's a paycheck, right?
Well, yeah. In fairness to all of these actors, they will make more money doing this than they will a lot of much better films that they will be in. And look, I don't begrudge that. What I begrudge is that when you see them walking on the strip, they're walking north instead of south. That's irritating. I know it's a minor thing, but when you spend time in the film, you're like, I got all the time to kill because I know where the jokes are coming. I might as well look around to see where they're wandering on the Vegas Strip. I'm like, you're going the wrong way. So yeah, it's totally one of those movies that completely takes you out of it. You just spend time looking around to the background thinking, oh, that looks like an interesting place to eat next time I go to Vegas. It's really not worth seeing.
I'm going to ask you about Ender's Game, but who is that laughing in the studio there with you?
Oh, that's nobody laughing in the studio. That's not on my end. That'd be great.
All right, Ender's Game won the box office this weekend. Did it deserve to?
No, of course not. So again, what we're seeing here is the pre-Oscar sort of dump. Is we have a whole bunch of little films that are opening in very small number of theaters and a lot of big event films trying to get in before the Christmas rush. Ender's Game has a built-in audience because of a lot of fans of this book. And it sort of works well enough for fans of the book that they might actually enjoy the film. I saw it in an audience full of fans, and they were really disappointed with it.
Wow.
They've messed around with the ending a little bit. They've really softened it down. Now, as somebody who doesn't come from it, from the literary sense of just treating it as a film, it's also a bit of a mess. It's completely telegraphed. Again, the ending is completely foreshadowed from about 10 minutes in. And really what this is as well as it must work as a book, because you're putting into a visual form, a lot of the things that would be a little bit subtle in the book just becomes completely heavy-handed. When you have photorealistic being a plot point about fooling the audience, it's like, well, the CGI is not good enough to fool it. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but suffice it to say, the translation of film does not work for this kind of movie, and it's so desperately, it's another film from Summit, the guys that did Twilight, they desperately want another young adult franchise to offset with this. It might make enough money to do it, but it's certainly not a good enough film to actually spawn that kind of thing.
Keanu Reeves directed Man of Tai Chi. How did it do? Is there no spoon? Is he the chosen one?
I would love to be positive about any of these movies. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is by far the worst part of this film. Let's get that out of the thing. The whole movie builds up shockingly to a fight with him, and he is horrendous. There are, however, little moments of this that actually work. It takes the whole notion that Tai Chi isn't just something that is done by relatively elderly people on Spadina Avenue here in Toronto, or people do it for exercise. It is an actual martial art, and if you could take Tai Chi and go against MMA, go against all kinds of Muay Thai, all kinds of different ways of martial arts, you'll get something interesting. He did this as a Chinese language film. It's ambitious, and you kind of got to give him props, but in the end, it is just a vanity project that has a bunch of action sequences that don't tie together.
People can follow you at Filmfest_CA on Twitter. Jason, thank you very much. Have a great week.
And to better movies next week.
Absolutely.